Welcome to Boss Up Babes, helping babes show up, boss up, and thrive. With #1 best-selling author, global influencer, and ultimate boss babe, Karissa Adkins. Karissa is a health and wellness expert and CEO of the 365 Daily Hustle, here to help mompreneurs and career-focused women boss up and reclaim their healthiest life. She is a pro at cutting through the BS and inspiring massive breakthroughs that help women create healthy routines and habits that facilitate personal and professional growth. Are you ready to reclaim your best life, take action, and be a badass boss babe? Let's get to it.
What up, ladies? Hello, queens. Welcome to another awesome episode of Boss Up Babes. I am your host, Karissa Adkins, and the #1 mindset and women's health expert. And like every week, right, we bring you tons of strategies, tons of inspiration, tons of motivation. But today, I want to talk to you about the unconscious mind, the health revolution, and what you can do to be a part of this new amazing movement and really start to let go of the things that are no longer serving you and step into a more aligned, healthy, beautiful, confident queen that I know is inside of you. So before I get into what the unconscious mind is, how it works, how we can train it to benefit us in our natural environments, I want to talk about the health revolution that I'm starting. So the women's health and empowerment revolution is here to revolutionize the way women think about health and empower them to create a life that they love through the pillars of mental health, ditching the diet cultures, ditching the cardio craze cults, ditching the pill popping cults, and of course, getting into spiritual alignment. I help women create and build tools and resources so that they can create that healthy, balanced, and empowered lifestyle that they truly crave. So I want to encourage you to join the revolution and become a part of something bigger. And how you can become a part of something bigger is you can simply vote for me in the Miss Health and Fitness competition. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about what this competition is, what it means to me, what I'm going to be doing in this competition, why I'm even competing, because it's not for the title of Miss Health and Fitness. It's not for the $20,000 prize money. It's not even to say that I've been featured in a magazine, because let's face it, ladies, I've been there and done all of that. But what is this competition? Well, the Miss Health and Fitness competition is the world's largest online health competition that women can get involved with. It has nothing to do with showing up on stage in a cute, sparkly swimsuit, flexing your muscles. Nope, the hard work is already done, right? And that's the work of us living a healthy lifestyle, us as the women who are competing, okay? But what is this competition really all about? Well, it's honestly a way for the Muscle and Hers Fitness magazine to give back to the wounded warriors, which by the way, is an amazing foundation and organization, which I completely support, knowing that I have an active duty military spouse who's always in the line of fire. And so I honestly can say that I love that this competition really does support the Wounded Warriors Foundation. However, this competition is all going to come down to people's choice and votes. So what does that mean for you? Well, it means that every single time, every day that you log in and you vote for me, you're supporting me and my cause. You're helping me win this competition. But what is the cause that I'm all about? Well, it's all about that women's health and empowerment revolution. That's the movement that I am creating. And this platform, winning this competition, will allow me to amplify my voice in front of thousands, if not millions of people that read the article. So yes, there's a $20,000 prize. Yes, there is the feature in the article in the magazine, but it's what I'm going to do inside those pages, inside the middle of that magazine, right? As I'm going to share with women how they can ditch the diet lifestyle, how they can get rid of the fitness cults and the pill popping culture that society has created as the new norm. Okay, because I believe that women can and stay healthy, can get healthy and stay healthy without the diets, without the crazy cardio machines all day long, and without popping pills just to cope with our lifestyles. And if you're wondering how in the hell I believe this, like to the core, it's because I am living freaking proof. If you're new to this podcast, I want to say welcome, but you have not heard my story. And my story is about how I've lost close to 100 pounds of fat off my body. And I've been able to sustain that healthy body for over a decade. I am so incredibly passionate about teaching women how they can have a sexy body, a strong, fit mindset, balance and alignment. And yes, I said balance. I know some of you are like, balance doesn't exist, but I believe it does. Okay. It's about loving your body. It's about enjoying the journey. It's about becoming this fantastic, confident queen while you're on the journey of health. And of course, to me, health is the pillar foundation for creating a strong, sustainable, wealthy, business. Okay. A passionate business. So your vote, your support will help me get the word out. It's like the big microphone that says, hey, hello, there's a new way to do things. And it doesn't require deprivation and guilt and shame. So I'm really, really passionate about this competition because, again, it's just a platform that it will be able to help me create a stronger movement. I've already been on this mission for the last 4 years and beyond, right? In 2019, I left my corporate job to pursue my passion as a coach and mentor for women because I strongly agree that, or I strongly believe that women can have it all. So I took the bold action. I said yes. I went through my entrepreneurial ups and downs, and here I am, multi-six figures, growing a beautiful business, speaking on international stages, feeling that alignment and peace in my soul and in my body and my relationships. And oh my God, it feels so amazing. So you voting is just a way that you can support my mission and you can support the women in your lives, like their health. So if you've ever been affected by poor health, if someone who has been affected by poor health, obesity, cancer, chronic diseases, autoimmune diseases, all of this is preventable through lifestyle changes. And that's what I'm all about. All right. Sustainable lifestyle habits that allows women to be healthy and free. So I want to encourage you to go and vote. You can vote every single day. It's completely free. You can do 2 different ways, right? You can vote using your Facebook account, or you can vote putting in your credit card information. And they just want to make sure that you're a real human being. And if you use your credit card information to say, hi, I'm a human, not a robot and not a scam, you'll get to vote twice a day. How cool is that? Okay. So yes, I want to say, go vote every single day. Save that voting link in your notes section in your phone, and then set a timer for every 24 hours and go cast your vote for me. I would love to be at the top of each round. There's like 8 rounds. So it's like 8 solid weeks of competing for these votes. So I want to encourage you to do so. And if you're a company or an organization, or maybe a lady boss who wants to support other women on their mission, like my mission, I am looking for sponsors, right? Sponsorships include social media shout outs, podcast interviews. You'll get free training for your staff. I'm going to offer some of that. So many good ways that if you give back to me, I'm giving back and just pouring into you and in your company. How awesome is that? Cool. All right. So enough about that and voting. Please go out and vote. Like I said, it's going to be a long 8 weeks of encouraging people to vote, but it's going to be so worth it. The outcome is so juicy. All right, let's switch gears. Grab the pen and paper because today we're exploring the unconscious mind, and we are going to explore the power of harnessing the unconscious mind for a better life. Today, we're talking about how to let go of limiting beliefs and self-sabotaging behaviors so that you can upgrade your mindset, so that you can ultimately achieve your goals and live your most epic life ever. I am so excited. I'm so passionate about this topic because let's face it, a lot of women think that they need the perfect nutrition plan and the perfect fitness plan, but all of those tools are useless if your mindset isn't healthy. Okay. Healthy mindset is the foundation for a healthy body. Okay. It's really hard to eat all the good food and to work on the habits and go to the gym every day and like love yourself and talk to yourself in a good, positive way. If your negative mindset is constantly telling you that you're not enough, that you're not pretty enough, that you're never going to be enough, that losing weight is hard, like all of that negative chatter inside your brain. Okay. So today we're going to discuss how we can recognize and transform our limiting beliefs into empowering thoughts, ultimately getting us to reach our goals. So the unconscious mind is part of the brain that stores memories, creates habits, and the knowledge that the conscious mind is not aware of. Okay. This includes memories, beliefs, and emotions that are deeply embedded into your subconscious mind. The conscious mind, on the other hand, is responsible for your conscious thoughts, your conscious feelings, and your conscious behaviors. So when you're doing something that you know you shouldn't be doing, or maybe, not so healthy for you, you're conscious of it. But what drives you to continue to do that, right? That behavior. Something is happening in your programming, which is all in your subconscious or unconscious mind. Okay. Unconscious mind, same thing. Subconscious, unconscious, same thing. Depends on who you're talking to. Okay. So it's a part, the unconscious mind is part of your mind, or the conscious mind is part of the mind that is aware of your surroundings and allows us to think and make decisions. Okay. It's both parts are good. I want you to just give you a visual image here. I want you to think about that classic iceberg, right? That we all see. We see the tip of the iceberg. That is the conscious mind. But in those classic pictures, everything below the water, that iceberg spans deep and deep and deep and deep, right? It goes forever, and it's bigger and bigger and juicier and juicier. That bottom part that most people can't see, right? That the Titanic boat did not see, is the unconscious mind. Hopefully now you have a visual of what is actually running the show. All right. 1 to 2% of your everyday programming is consciously being done. 97 to 99% is all happening at the unconscious level, which is why it's so important to talk directly to the unconscious level if you're wanting to change your habits, your behaviors, your thoughts, your thinking patterns, and your beliefs. So limiting beliefs, what are they, right? This word is being thrown out in the community all over the place, right? But a limiting belief is a negative thought or a feeling that you have about yourself. It can prevent you from achieving success. We can use positive affirmations and meditations to replace these thoughts with more empowering beliefs. So let me give you some examples of what limiting beliefs are, and just some of the classic ones that I hear all the time in my coaching practice, right? I'm not capable of losing weight. I'm not worthy of being healthy. I'm not strong enough to make healthy choices. I will always be overweight. Losing weight is hard and difficult. And another one is, I'm not deserving of feeling good about myself. Who am I to think that I can have my best life and a sexy body? These are all negative thoughts that are happening at the unconscious level that allow us to self-sabotage what we're doing in our life, that brings us right back down to feeling worthless and useless and like you're not enough. Okay. So what is self-sabotage? Well, self-sabotage is when we're actively preventing ourselves from achieving our goals. It can be caused by fear, insecurity, and those negative emotions that are being stored in your body. So to break free from these patterns, we need to become aware of them and then take the necessary steps to overcome them. Finally, we're going to discuss how we can start to live authentically and take control of our lives by learning to recognize, understand, and master our unconscious mind. Sound good, right? So in order to stop self-sabotaging our behaviors, it is important to identify what is causing the behavior. Once the root cause is identified, it is totally possible to challenge and reframe the negative beliefs associated with it. Okay. So in order to stop self-sabotaging behaviors, it's important to write this down. Number one, identify what is causing that behavior. Okay. So let me give you an example. If you're constantly around 3 o'clock, always finding yourself binge eating, diving your hand into the Cool Ranch Dorito chips and not being able to stop, that is a behavior. Okay. That is not anything that has to do with like your environment, right? Like nobody is shoving those chips down your throat. You are consciously eating all of that food. Okay. But that's a behavior of self-sabotage if you're trying to lose weight. Okay. If you're trying to be mindful of your food and what you put in your mouth, that would be a self-sabotaging behavior, right? So first you have to identify the actual behavior that you're doing that is sabotaging your results. All right. So let me give you a totally different example. If your goal is to save money and you constantly find yourself in a place of feast or famine and things are always breaking around the house, you're always having to spend money, never being able to save money, that is a behavior, right? Something is triggering you in your environment that makes you have to spend the money on like the new AC unit. But you then have to back it up even further. What happens in my life in order for that thing to go wrong? Okay, that's the behavior. Once the root cause is identified, it is possible to challenge and reframe that negative thought associated with it. Okay, so number one is identify the cause, the behavior, right? Identify what's causing the behavior. Sorry about that. Number two is you have to then be able to challenge and reframe the negative belief around it. So if you catch yourself saying, I'll never be able to lose weight, I'll never be able to save money, all of my relationships suck. If you can stop that negative thought, ask yourself, what is the root cause of this? Why do I feel this way? Then we can start to change it. Okay. So you have to reframe, like, what could be the positive about me always having to do X, right? What is the positive behavior? So let me give you an example of that one. So back when I used to smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day, believe it or not, when I was depressed on antidepressants, when I was 213 pounds, the behavior was me going outside and smoking. Okay. But what was the root cause? Why did I really go outside? Even though I wanted to quit, how many times did I say I wanted to quit? Gosh, if I could just quit smoking. Okay. So I had to realize in order to change this habit, I have to first identify what it is that I really want. So it's not that I want to go out and smoke a cigarette and put nicotine into my body and all those chemicals, but what I actually wanted was to feel relaxed and love and peace and calm. But then if I dive down even deeper, right? Oh my God, dive deeper. I didn't believe that I was worthy of love and peace and calm. Because when I was a child, peace, calm, and love were never really modeled to me as a child. So I didn't really believe that it was possible for me. Thence, every day I would go out and continue smoking. So identify what's causing the behavior. Once the root cause is identified, I want you to reframe the thoughts or the habits. Then you need to a third is additionally, you need to build healthy habits that can reduce self-sabotaging behaviors. Okay. So when I wanted to quit smoking, I identified the fact that the habit itself was going outside and smoking a cigarette that was not helping me reach my goals. So instead, I changed the habit. So instead of going outside to go smoke, I went downstairs and ran on the elliptical for 12 minutes. And why, if you're asking 12 minutes, is because I used to smoke 120s cigarettes, and that would take me about 12 minutes outside. So I just changed the habit. Okay. Fourth step in this is finally, right? We have to get to the fourth step. It's important to practice self-compassion and focus on self-love. So instead of beating yourself up when you make the mistake, because let's face it, you've spent years and years and years developing the habit or the habitual thought of I'm not good enough, right? You've spent years practicing that. So now it's going to take you some time to practice self-compassion, some grace, some love. So don't beat yourself up when you catch yourself repeating the negative thought or doing the self-sabotaging behavior. Just go back to step one, right? Identify the cause and the behavior. So here are 8 ways that you can start to reprogram your unconscious mind so that you can reach and achieve your goals and all of your dreams. Number 1, write these down. Identify the limiting beliefs and behaviors and thoughts that are holding you back. That's that limiting thought of, I'm not good enough, losing weight is hard, making money doesn't come easy. Another one would be, oh, I can't have success without the hustle and the grind. I hear that one all the time from lady bosses. Okay. Identify the limiting belief, the behavior, and the thought that is holding you back. Number 2, replace the negative thought with a positive one. So for an example, if you have the belief that you are not capable of achieving your health goals, replace it with a belief that you can achieve your health goals, right? So a new belief could be, I am a woman who can get healthy and I am a work in progress, right? It's a little bit more empowering. Third step is to take small steps towards your goals. Celebrate even the smallest victories. So I personally love this tip and this step in the entire process. So every day, let me just kind of break down how I celebrate my successes. All right. So first off, I celebrate my successes by acknowledging that they even exist. If you're watching this on the TV show or YouTube, if you're catching this podcast episode and you're actually physically watching it, you can see that every day in my planner, I'm showing you in my planner, I have a spot that says hell yes wins. So at the end of every day or during the day, I write down something really good in my life. Right? I am grateful. I show gratitude. I just so happened a couple of hours ago to be asked to be part of a Kenya speaking tour in Kenya, changing the lives of millions of people across the world. How awesome is that, right? So I wrote it down. That's step 1, right? I keep track of my wins. I call them hell yes wins. You can call them whatever you want. Okay. So then that's part 1. Then part 2 of this framework is at the end of every day, right? I wrote that stuff down. At the end of every day at dinner time, me, my daughter, my husband, if he's not deployed or, home, we talk about our wins and we go around the table and we hold space for this celebration. My daughter she's the one who's like, mom, what's your win? Because she honestly can't wait to share her wins. How amazing is that? But what this is doing is it is programming our brain to find the positive, right? Our brains are wired to keep us safe. Hence, we're always looking for fear. We're always worried about how can we survive, right? Think back to when cavemen existed. All they had to worry about was a lion chasing them and food, right? So it's wired in our system to focus on the negative. So how can we change that? We can change it by focusing in on the positives. So after you wrote them down, after you talked about your wins, at the end of the month, it's like an end of the month celebration. I look back at all of my wins, every single one of them. Okay. And I write down what they are. And then I go post about them. I'm trying to find one in here. I go post about my wins on social media, not to brag about how awesome I think my life is, but to show other women that if I can do it, they can do it. Right? That's how we're flying airplanes. That's how we're traveling to the moon. That's how all of these big, huge transformational leaders are doing it, is because at some point someone showed them that it was possible. So that's why I go and do it. Right? But most people, most A-type driven female lady entrepreneurs that I work with don't take time to celebrate the good. They're constantly setting goals. And if they set the goal, once they start to see them get really close to the goal, then they move the finish line. They're like, oh, I wanted to reach $50,000 this month in income. Oh, I'm getting really close. Let me move the bar. That's a self-sabotaging behavior, by the way. You're moving the bar and you consciously think, oh, I'm moving the bar because I think I can do more. But what you're actually doing is moving the bar a little bit further away so that you don't actually crush your goal, that you don't actually achieve your goal for most women. Okay. Therefore, you're like, oh, it's never enough. I've got to work hard. It kind of establishes the blueprint, the programming of what's going on in your unconscious mind. I know I could geek out about this all day long. All right, moving on. So celebrate the wins, right? Celebrate your wins. Let's see. Okay, number 4, make sure you practice self-care. This is such a big one. This has been a huge key to my success over the last decade, right? Practice self-care. Make time for activities that make you happy and relaxed. And if you're thinking, what the hell does this have to do with reprogramming your unconscious mind? I'm here to tell you everything. If you do not take care of yourself, if you work yourself to death, you will not be having any fun in your life. Your relationships will suffer. Your intimacy will suffer. Your kids' lives will suffer. Everyone suffers when you don't take care of yourself. So the idea that belief that you keep replaying in your brain that everyone counts on me to do everything and I have to do it all, that's BS. Okay. How about what if all you had to do was take care of yourself and then everyone else would be taken care of? What if you could make that easy shift, that easy, powerful decision? Take care of yourself so that you can truly take care of others. Make time for the activities, ladies, that make you happy and relaxed. I mean, when I look back at the month of April, God, I hiked the Grand Canyon. I went to Las Vegas and did a glam photo session, a photo shoot in Las Vegas for my birthday. Then I followed that up with a keynote speaking engagement on a stage in Vegas so that I could make it a business write-off. And then I traveled to Spain. I just got back from Spain last week. Like, I'm having fun growing my business, living my most epic life, and I'm the healthiest that I've ever been. How is all that possible? Because of these strategies that I'm giving you today. Take care of yourself. Okay. Tip number 5. Not sure how long I have left. Emily, could you show me that in the chat here for me real quick? Anyways, number 5, surround yourself with positive people who can encourage you and motivate you. I make it a point to surround myself with champions. If I want to win, guess what? I want to play with teams, with members, with people in society that are winning at the game of life. If I want to upgrade my money, if I want to upgrade my health, if I want to upgrade my relationships, guess what? I'm not going to hang out with poor people who make poor financial decisions. I don't want to hang out with unhealthy, negative people. I don't want to hang out with people who, all they do is complain about their life, because that is it's like a vampire. It's going to suck all of your awesome energy out. So look to the left of you, look to the right of you, look to your social media accounts. If you're trying to upgrade your mindset, if you're trying to reach some goals and dreams of yours, look at the people you surround yourself with. That's the reality, right? You are the sum of the 5 people you hang out with. So choose your environment, choose your tribe wisely. Number 6, practice mindfulness and meditation and stay grounded and centered. So I literally just did a social media training on this about my spiritual power hour. And every morning, right? And this is just how I do things, guys. It's no right or wrong. You do you. But every single morning, I start my day with physical body movement, right? It gets my blood pumping. It gets the happy endorphins rolling through. I just feel good, right? Working out in the morning makes me choose healthier choices throughout the day. I have tons of energy. Like, working out at the very beginning of my morning is a non-negotiable. From 4 to 6 p.m. I am working out, or from 4 to 6 a.m. I'm working out. But the magical hour after that is my spiritual practice. My spiritual practice is something I do Monday through Friday. It's a part of my work day. Okay. So my spiritual practice allows me to get into alignment with who I want to be in this world. It allows me to love and to meditate for others. It allows me to send good, healthy, healing vibes and transformations to my clients. It's filled with prayer and meditation and hypnosis and reading and journaling. It's thinking time for business entrepreneurs. Okay. So practice mindfulness and meditation and stay grounded and centered in your life. And then that's it. That's all I'm going to do. I know I promised 2 more, but I'm running out of time, guys. So I'm going to start to wrap it up. If you are curious as to what the last 2 are, feel free to send me a DM. They're juicy, 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 juicy. All right. And with that, ladies, I want to encourage you, if you are looking to get your mind and your body and your soul in alignment, if you're looking to actually transform your mind, body, and soul, I want to encourage you to take my wellness quiz. It's a beautiful wellness quiz. It takes 2 minutes. You can find the link below in the show notes. And after you take that 2-minute quiz, I'm going to deliver you 5 strategies so that you know exactly what you need to be doing every single day so that you can start to get healthy and wealthy. And I pair those two, the health and the wealth, together because, ladies, I would not be able to create great health or great wealth and abundance in my business had I not had the health. Remember, it's the foundational piece of any business. Healthy body, healthy mind. And I want to give you those 5 strategies for freezies. Okay. So just take the quiz. Super easy. It's 2 minutes. Let me know. Send me a DM once you've done it. And I cannot wait to chat with you more about that. And if you're a woman on a mission who's like, forget the quiz, Karissa, I want to work with you. I want to upgrade my mindset. I want to get into the best shape of my life. I want to feel balanced and aligned every single day. Go ahead and book that BossUp clarity call with me. Let's chat. I don't work with everyone. I just work with women who are ready to get shit done and actually see results. That's you. Let's chat. Ladies, join me next week. I have a really cool, powerful conversation with a beautiful leader, transformational leader, leading the movement in soul empowerment in leaders. So with that, join me next week. I'll see you soon.
Thank you for listening to Boss Up Babes with Karissa Adkins, bringing you tangible tips and expert coaching advice to help you boss up and get healthy. Tune in every Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific on transformationtalkradio.com for interviews with industry leaders and powerhouse boss babes that will empower you to take action and live your best life. If you're ready to boss up and work with Karissa in one of her transformative group coaching programs, visit 365dailyhustle.com.